So I wish I would have taken my time to do more research, because you said it best. I played myself for a long time. And I had to take into account all the prep work, all the mental work, or the research, all those things that it takes to be able to host an event, just to be able to talk in front of people, because everybody can't get up in front of a crowd and get them excited, get them engaged.
Hey there, you all, and welcome to Futureland365. I'm Nikki B, right here on WOVU 95.9, because I'm looking at Sam over here, and she's making me laugh by just smiling, being her beautiful, gorgeous, confident, and curvy self.
I'm literally just smiling. I didn't do a thing.
Because I just know how this conversation is going to go today. It's going to be a good one. But before we dive in there, I want you guys to make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Go to our newsletter so that you don't miss any of our events that we have going on 365 days a year in our community, making impact. And right here where we highlight Cleveland's both innovators, creators, and entrepreneurs. Okay.
That was good, girl.
Was that good?
That was good.
Okay, did I get myself back together? Because I fumbled in the beginning. It's like...
You reeled it back in. You reeled it back in.
Redeem myself, okay? Well, you guys, I am excited. Yes, you guys know I'm always excited to have all of my special guests. But for sure, this one is very special to me because she's like my sister. And we haven't been knowing each other that long, but every time we encounter one another, we always have this great positive impact, this synergy that we have with one another. And it's all love every single time.
Every time.
And we talked about sitting down and having a conversation.
We did.
Isn't that wild?
We literally put that out there. Because I told you, I said, if anybody is going to help me tell my story, it has to be Nikki. And that was probably about 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my gosh, it was.
I was just reminded right now.
Me too. I was like, I remember where we were and I remember that conversation. So boom, here we are today.
Here we are today. So you guys, before we get all the way into it, I know you're like, who is Sam and why is she on the show, right?
Because I'm important. That's why.
Yes, she is. And you're special. You is kind. We may need to take this show on the road, Sam. Seriously. You were talking about you need to be in Hollywood. This could be it. Well, you guys, I have on the show today, Sam Walks. Is what I call her. Yes. And today what we're talking about is confidence in motion, the Curvy Confident and Nervous journey with Samantha Walker, aka Sam Walks. Welcome to the show, my girl.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah.
It's a long time coming.
It has been a long time coming. You know, as I say, when people are there, they have a Clark Kent and a Superman, right? So your Clark Kent is... You're a teacher during the day, right?
Yeah, I've been an educator since 2012. So I'm not so much in the classroom as much as I used to be when I used to be in elementary. Now I work with high school. I've been in high schools now for, long time. I'm just going to put it that way. I'm not giving away my age. So I've been with the high school for a long time. So right now I'm serving as an in-school mentor for students that might be struggling. So a very specific population of students that are at risk for not graduating high school. So I service students in Maple Heights High School. And I'm also the new assistant marching band director.
Yes, she is. And I love this about her. You know, what she is. And I'll share more. But I really love this when I found out, because I didn't know that she was an educator, a teacher, a mentor, a coach, like all those things, right? I was like, oh my goodness, I just fell in love even more. And I can understand why they may not always listen to you, but I'm sure they take your advice or your suggestion or, hey, consider this, right? So I love that. And I believe also, too, that you bridge that gap. Like you're not... Oh, I'm so old, you know, I know all this stuff, but you can relate to them, right?
I said something today at lunch, and the kids all stopped. Like, you could hear a tire screech. They all stopped. I was like, how do you know what that means? And I said, how old do y'all think I am?
Yeah.
And I said, if I'm going to work with the youth, I have to know y'all lingo. I have to know what y'all are into in order for me to stay connected with y'all. So at school, the kids, I don't even know most of these kids. They all call me auntie.
Why are we aunties?
I don't know. I always tell this. Aunties? I literally, when I first started in education, I was fresh out of college. So I was everybody's big sister. Now I'm auntie. I say, oh God,
where did this transition? That's so,
look, I'm like,
that's
wait.
like aggressive and violent. I don't like it.
I was like, no. But you know what? I accept it.
Yeah.
I embrace it as a badge of honor because at least I know that they have respect for me.
Yes.
And we can have real dialogue and conversation about real life things. So I'm embracing my auntie era right now.
Yeah. So I wanted to lay that foundation a little bit, you guys, so that you guys can understand and see just who Sam Walks. And you guys are going to hear me refer to her as that, although her name is Samantha Walker, but it's Sam Walks, okay? Thank you. Because there's another layer there, right? Yeah. And you'll understand why it's Sam Walks. However, I'll give a small tidbit of an introduction to who Sam is. So she's a founder of Curvy Confident and Nervous. She's an entrepreneur and advocate for self-love and mental well-being.
Yes.
Mental health well-being.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Sound right?
Sounds right.
It's an advocate for loving yourself.
Yep.
Understanding where you are mentally, right? And all those things. This is why I think she's a good coach and a good mentor to the high school kids and the band kids, right? That one time at band camp.
That one time at band camp, Miss Walker had to go off. That's me.
Yeah. So, okay, Sam. So tell us a little bit more about Curvy, Confident, and Nervous. Because it sounds like contradicting. Like, why am I nervous if I'm confident, child?
Correct. Right? So, the whole platform, Curvy Confident and Nervous, started with a blog. So in 2016, I lost my dad, and I discovered that I had something going on. I didn't know what it was. And I said, okay, I got to find an outlet. I have to find a way to get these thoughts out of my head and put them somewhere. So I just started blogging, and I said, well, who am I? And I think at the time I was like, I don't really know. But I was like, I know I'm curvy. That ain't going nowhere. Okay. I know I'm confident.
Boom, pow, bam.
But I know that I'm also nervous about a lot of things. I'm also uncertain about a lot of things.
Yeah.
So when I first put it out there, it was Curvy, Confident, and Nervous as hell. I cut the as hell because my mom was like, I was like, but I am nervous as hell about everything. I didn't understand then that the nerves was actually anxiety. And I created that platform just to write out my thoughts, just to talk to myself out loud. And it was a long time before I ever put them on social media, the internet. I kind of just wrote for myself to get those thoughts out.
Yeah.
And so I had someone tell me, there's somebody that needs to hear your story.
Right.
And I had multiple people who kept telling me, somebody needs to hear your story. And I'm like, nobody's going to listen to me.
Yeah.
So one day I just said, you know what? I sat in my living room with my broke down Dell computer, because it was broke down, baby, broke down. And I literally just made a website.
Yeah.
And added 2 blogs in there that I had written.
What Mariah Carey say, or what's the meme? I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got.
I still got that raggedy computer, y'all. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I literally just wrote how I was feeling at that moment, at that time, and I just uploaded it and shared it on Facebook, and boom, 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 boom,
wow.
boom. I can relate. This sounds like me. And I'm like, oh, so people want to hear what I have to say. Okay, let me write some more.
Yeah.
So I blogged until, I want to say 2020 was probably the last year that I blogged.
Wow.
But yeah, the whole platform started with me, my mental health struggles, and I kind of needed an outlet. So I said, what better way for me to express myself than writing? Because a lot of people don't know this about me. So we dropping some secrets today. I've always been a creative writer. I started writing
here first.
at the age of 5. I started writing. And I have the proof, okay? I
still have those journals.
I still have some of my journals, my notebooks. There's one in particular I wrote about my family that my mom had on the refrigerator for years. And I think I was 6. I used to just make up stories and make up all these fantasies and the life I wanted to live. And I just started writing creatively, and that turned into poetry. That turned into, people don't know this as well, I also wrote a play back in like 2013, I think. So I've done all types of writing.
So you wrote a play. Did that play act out?
It did.
Or was it on stage?
It was on stage. So I actually rewrote kind of The Wizard of Oz. And it was about a girl named Little D. And Little D was a girl from the hood.
Not Baby D.
Not Baby D. It was Little D. And I just created kind of like this hip hop version. And I don't think, if you didn't work at that school, you didn't know about it. Because I literally wrote it and then I just took it and tucked it away. Because I'm like, okay, I wrote this for the kids, for my school. This is something special. Do I ever want to do it again? Probably not. Because it's just so time consuming. But I enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have been a writer my whole life.
Yeah.
My whole life I've always been a writer. That's always how I chose to express myself.
And that's amazing to know that part about little Sam being 5, writing.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued to know, or to see what those books, what those journals look like in your handwriting and penmanship and all that.
You will see.
Do you have little stickers, and did you draw graphics?
I could not draw. I couldn't draw to save my life. I still can't. So it's like this big family and they're all holding hands, but the arms is like cut right here. The hands just coming out of the shoulders.
Yeah.
But it was like, my mom would just like find my stories and be like, this is really good. And I was like, okay, but it's for me. It was just a personal thing. Like for me.
Really to get those ideas and those thoughts out to leave room for the new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't thinking of it like that. I was just thinking of, I just like to write because I like to imagine. Like I was one of those kids who would go to the library.
Imagination can take us
I used
so
to love the
far.
library. So I'm just like, just making up things, the most crazy stories. And sometimes they were real stories and I would just change the names. For protection of the people I was writing about.
I love that so much. Talking about creating and being, just getting things out, right? Being creative. And so also you writing at 5, but you've been in the spotlight and on the runway in fashion and things like that since you were probably 4, right?
4.
Since 4 years old.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about 4-year-old Sam and or fashion.
I feel
model
like
Sam. I'll say that. Model Sam.
Yeah, because it's so many different versions of me.
I know
it's so interesting because people are like, oh, I remember when you modeled. And I'm like, I did. And like, you don't anymore? I do not. So I started modeling at the age of 4. I also was in like hip hop dance, modern dance, any type of dance I could get into, I would go. So my preschool, Corey Methodist Church on 105, I'll never forget it. I entered a pageant and they had talent, beachwear, and model. And that was the first time I ever modeled. And I came down the runway and pandemonium.
What?
And I'm like, are y'all clapping for me?
Yeah, are you laughing at me? Like,
I'm like, what's going on? I'm looking around like, who are y'all looking at?
Yeah.
But it was me. I still have the picture because it was in the Call and Post.
Okay.
I had on a green t-shirt, white pants, and black sandals. I don't know why my mother put that together. But I still have that newspaper clipping to this day. So
clearly it was fire.
Samantha Walker, 4 years old, takes the runway at Corey Head Start. And then I won first place because it was a pageant. So I ended up winning Queen of Corey.
Wow.
Back in the 1900s, I'm going to just say that.
You guys. So clearly, right? This young lady is multifaceted and dynamic. And I talk about this all the time. We usually see people, we see them one-dimensional. Or because we've been introduced to them in a certain light that we don't think there's anything else to them, right? But I wanted to highlight and showcase these different levels and pieces of who Sam Walker. Yeah, I told you I'm going to keep saying that. Why? Because that's one of her foundations, right? She started out as a model.
I did. And I modeled up until, I think the last time that I actually modeled was probably before COVID. And then I was just like, it's time to let it go.
Yeah. Sometimes
you just got to know when to let something go. Like I've done the things, I've went through so much just trying to be successful, and I had to tell myself, like I had to be real. Like we talked about this earlier. I had to be real with myself. Like, look, you're 5'5", you're shaped this way, you're this or that, and I'm not changing my body. So I said, let's find something else to do.
Yeah.
Let's find another way to still be a part of the fashion industry and still do all the things, but your way.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good. And I think that's so important to highlight and showcase also. Like, okay, this is where I started. Oh, okay, there's a chapter here. We got to go to the next chapter.
Yeah.
So you guys, this is Sam Walks. Yeah.
And she gonna keep saying it.
And we have more to get to, you guys. So after we come back, we have more to share. So right here, Futureland365 on WOVU 95.9. I'm Nikki B. We'll be right back.
WOVU 95.9 FM. Our Voices United, a community radio station. Our mission is to provide an inclusive and participatory media platform that connects, engages, and informs every citizen and stakeholder of our community with the goal of achieving ongoing social and economic progress for all.
Hey there, you all. It's Nikki B here, and welcome back to Futureland 365 right here on 95.9 WOVU. And I'm here with the awesome, the amazing Sam Walks. Hey, girl.
I'm back.
She made it back. She came back. She's not too nervous to where she was like, okay, I can't do this, right?
No, I'm pretty confident today. I'm pretty confident today.
That. Yes, and she's glowing. She was like, not much highlight, just a little, right? Because she's shining right from within. She don't need much, okay? And she's a blonde bombshell, so you got to see her. You feel me? So, okay, you guys, we just gave the origin story and a little foundation about Miss Samantha Walker, aka Sam Walks. And now we're going to get into something a little more in depth, if you will.
Let's do it.
So what we're going to talk about is your vulnerability as your superpower, Sam. Yeah. And also, this is part of your brand, right? Yeah. This is your brand that you've built on purpose.
Absolutely on purpose.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. You have this brand, Curvy Confident and Nervous, and your host, moderator. You're also, and I did not mention this, she's also the co-host of the Pull-Up Experience. I mean, if you're from Cleveland, you know about the Pull-Up Experience.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of being on the podcast, and it was a great experience. It was me and Brandon at the time, and because Sam started expanding, doing other things, so she did not have capacity to always record on the podcast.
I did not.
So
I'm still there, y'all. I'm just playing the background, but I'm still there.
Yeah, she's there for some conversations, not all.
Not all. Yeah. My schedule is just too busy.
It is. Right? Like, you're booked and busy. This is the season right here where you are booked and busy throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah, I'm done.
So it's like books are closed. I cannot.
The books are closed. Okay, stop. No, I'm just playing. Call me in 2026
or call me now for 2026.
Okay, yeah, call me now for 2026.
The books are open for 2026.
Absolutely,
but closed for 2025. Yes. So let's help our audience understand and what it takes to grow a platform that is both personable and scalable, because you've scaled your personality and your brand. So walk us through that and what tools and resources. I know you bumped your head a lot,
girl, so much I should have a knot on that thing.
You played yourself with, certain things. And so how do you scale that?
Hold on now.
She need a little water. So yeah, that's a difficult thing to do, and it takes a lot of experience. We were talking about in one of our previous episodes, you can't put your business in a microwave.
You cannot.
You have to slow cook it.
It is no shortcut. So I started my blog, and I wasn't thinking of it as a business, right? I'm just doing something for myself, and I'm just so happen to be sharing it with other people. So I want to say 2016, later on that year, I'm still doing the modeling thing off and on. So I reach out to one of my show producers who I work with, which is Von Glover. I always shout him out for getting my start with the event hosting part of my business. So I said, hey, you should let me host your fashion show. I know that your regular host isn't able to be there. You need somebody fresh, somebody this. And he's like, well, who is that? And I'm like, me. Hello. But he says, and I'll never forget it, he said, I didn't know you know how to talk. I said, hello.
Well, hold on. No, hold on now. Because that's a thing right there.
Yeah.
I didn't know you knew how to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a skill set.
It is.
To know how to navigate a conversation, navigate and continue the environment, the energy in the room, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, sorry, I just had to give a little.
No, it's okay. So I said, well, did you know I went to school and I studied journalism? Did you know I studied media and communications? And he's like, no, I thought you went to college to be a teacher. I said, I fell into education, but my passion has always been journalism, communications, media. And so I said, just give me a chance and we'll take it from there. Tell me what you want in a host. And I went out there and I killed it. And it's been up ever since. So I literally just started just taking fashion shows with people that I already knew. So they said, oh, I see you did a great job at this show. Well, I'm going to book you for my show. How much are you charged? I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
Like, give me whatever.
Yeah.
Don't do that, y'all. I literally was like, well, just
like do the research. But yeah. I understand though.
Yeah, I was just so like hungry. And I have found something that brought that hunger back. Because the way I was feeling about modeling. I lost my appetite. Yeah. I lost my appetite with modeling. So I said, I need something new that's going to give me a challenge.
Yeah, your
very
palette
much
changed.
So.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, host this show, host that show. And I said, wait a minute, this is becoming a thing. Because I really didn't expect it to take off the way it did. So next thing I know, can you come to this? Can you come to that? And I'm like, yeah. And it literally, it was not overnight. So I've heard a lot of people say, where did you come from? And I said, I've been here for 20 plus years. But I started in one place and now I'm switching off and going to other places and just expanding. So I wish I would have taken my time to do more research because you said it best. I played myself for a long time. And I had to take into account all the prep work, all the mental work, or the research, all those things that it takes to be able to host an event, just to be able to talk in front of people, because everybody can't get up in front of a crowd and get them excited, get them engaged. And for me, whether I'm performing, getting interviewed, whatever it is, I try to engage people the minute I walk through the door. That's just my personality. And I think I've had to learn that my personality and my gift is what's going to get me to where I'm trying to go. It's not anything else. It's me. And once I realized that I'm in control of the situation, I control my business, that's when things started to fall into place a lot smoother. But I bumped my head a whole lot.
Those are the learning, you know.
Oh my gosh.
That's the frustration, but that's where the good learning comes from. So that's perfect right there. You know, some of your personal struggles, you know what I mean? Using those as strength to endure. So now I'm sure you have an amazing process or a work in process on how people are able to book with you, how they can inquire and things like that. So let's talk about that process.
Okay.
And what resources or people did you reach out to help make that an efficient flow?
The first person I always consult with is my best friend, because she's also helping me become a businesswoman. I was always scared of the idea of being a business owner. There was something about that growing up. You own a business. It came with some type of stigma that just didn't resonate with me, because I'm like, I'm a creative. I don't want to be a business person at a desk, at a computer. That's how I thought business was. But watching her and all the businesses she's had over the years.
Shout out your best friend.
Shout out to my best friend, Malika Brown, Beauty Barber Tax Pro. That's my day one. Okay.
Hey, girl.
But yeah, she was like, no, friend, this is a business. You got to put prices on this. You have to put things into place. You got to have contracts. So she literally would we sat, I would go over there sometimes and we would just talk about what I needed to do next. And having friends that want to help you level up, not just personally, but business wise, was super important to my journey, because I felt like if I didn't have her in my corner pushing me I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. Seriously, because I was ready to throw in the towel. But I was like, girl, people want to hear you talk. And that was new for me at the time, because I never thought I was important enough for people to want to hear what I had to say.
Wow.
So that's why now when I come in a room, it's just me. Mm-hmm. It's just me being present. So when people say, I don't know, people keep asking if I'm pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I glow from the inside out, okay? And I drink my water, okay?
She's birthing businesses.
I hear that all the time. Like, you have this inner glow. And I said, it's just me.
Yeah,
it is. It is.
Every time I see you, it is that way. And if I see you and it's not that way, I'm like, hey, Sam, what's up with you?
Mm-hmm. And I'll be like,
and you're like, it's a rough day.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that honesty, and sharing that. I would say that I'm a serial. I'm okay. Mm-hmm. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Because growing up for me, we didn't talk about feelings or anything.
Right. Same.
My mom worked a lot, and she just worked, and she didn't really share how she was feeling or what she was going through, or anything like that. It wasn't until, I would say, almost recent to where I understand that it's important to speak up and to advocate for yourself and to share and put language to that feeling, right? Because once you're able to do that, then you can, I don't really like the word balance, find a rhythm. Yeah. And most importantly too, who your community is and who are those people that you can reach out to and talk to and share things with, because you can't do it with everyone. You can't build a business with everyone. You can't build a brand with everyone. You can't be friends with everyone. You have to have wisdom to be able to identify, okay, who do I reach out to? Or do I need to go in here and figure that out?
And most of my work started in here. Most of my work had to start with me working on myself first. Working on me personally, emotionally, spiritually. Like, I had to do the work so that I could be the businesswoman that I knew I had the potential to be. Like, I had to do a lot of work. I'm still working. So just so y'all know, just because you get to a point where things are going good, going great, that doesn't mean
there's
that
a new level
stops. That means I got something else to achieve next. So that means I just have to keep going.
Yeah, that's so good. So, and tell us about that. Like, how do you not compromise? Yeah. Ooh. How do you not compromise, your personal and your brands, right? Because your brand is pretty much an extension of who you are within this, right? It's not that way for everyone.
Right.
But for you, how do you not compromise?
I just feel like I've compromised enough, especially coming from the fashion industry in Cleveland. It has been a dog world trying to be, especially in the plus size community. Like, it wasn't a lot of us back when I started, so I got used to rejection a lot. So I had to take that rejection and say, okay, let's try the next thing, and keep going and keep going. And that gets exhausting. And I'm heavy on boundaries. I'm in my boundaries era right now. I'm so quick to say I don't have the capacity for that today. And there's some people that laugh like, Sam doesn't have the capacity today. That's right.
You can joke all you want.
You can joke.
That is a real thing. Understanding and knowing, your boundaries and standards.
Yeah.
So here's something I learned. Okay. Can I share this with you?
Yes, of course.
I learned that boundaries are for other people, for the outside, and the standard is for you.
For sure.
Like, this is my standard, but this is your boundary. Yeah. So I don't accept anything less than this, which comes out as this the boundary.
Yeah. It's right here and it's not moving.
And it's not moving.
And you have to be unshakable when it comes to your boundaries. And I've had struggles with that in my personal life with setting boundaries, and business too, because, I've had people saying, you make it too hard to book with you. Well, maybe I'm not for you if you can't comply with my practices and procedures. They're in place for me. For my protection, for my brand. And the biggest thing with my brand and maintaining what it is, the authenticity of it is, this is going to be done my way. I own this. This is mine. And you can't tell me how to run what's mine. You can run what's yours however you want. But what belongs to me is mine.
Yeah.
And it took a long time for me to step into that power confidently. Because I had my cousin one time saying, you and this fake confident stuff got to stop. She called me out on it. I was like, what? What do you mean? And she said, people can see right through that facade.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, okay. So I said, it's time to do the real work now.
Yeah.
So I've been doing the work on myself. I'm an advocate for therapy. I go to therapy. As we're getting into the fall, winter months, I tend to go twice a month.
Okay.
So I'm consistent with my therapy. I'm honest in therapy. I love it. And I really think everybody should try it, because not only does it help you in your personal life, it just helps you be a better person overall. It really does. And when done consistently, you can start seeing the changes. Because now, even when people reach out to me, like, I used to be so quick with the responses and not thinking, just responding. And now I'm like,
so you were reacting and not responding.
Correct.
A response gives more pause. Reaction is like this.
yeah.
Okay.
And now I'm just like, okay, give me a minute. Let me process this, see how I feel about it before I respond to it.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you with that.
Because in business, if you don't take that time, you won't be in business long.
No.
I'll tell you that much. And I had to learn that. Like, hey, you're going to have to pull back and get your stuff in order before you start just jumping to react.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
And then furthermore, you may jump into a partnership that really doesn't align, and that's going to cause even more friction and contention within yourself.
Yeah.
And that causes chaos within.
It does.
Trying to keep the peace on the outside or trying to get a piece of the money.
Listen,
okay.
I literally...
And that's sustainable.
So hard, because I've had to tell people, I've had people that have tried to book me, and I've had to say, your event doesn't align with my brand values. And that's so hard to say. But the response was, I respect that. Because I can't do things that don't align with me. Because people will see me on a flyer and be like, girl, what are you doing?
What? It doesn't
it don't
match.
It doesn't make sense.
Hello, error.
And I've done some stuff. I've done some events that did not align with my brand. And you'll probably never see that stuff on social media. And I'm like, I'm a business, so yes, I'm out to make money.
Right.
It's no shame in wanting to get paid for your gifts.
No, it's not.
And your
gifts will make room for you.
They will make room for you.
You have to be a good steward, husbandry, which means to cultivate the thing. So,
for sure.
Sam, this is so good. And I know that whomever is out there, if you are a multimedia host or podcast or radio personality, whatever that looks like for you within this industry, what she's saying has weight. Okay. So do some research before you decide to jump into it is what you think you want to do. And do you know how to talk? Okay.
Do you really know
how to talk? Engage a conversation, involve your audience and all those things. So
read the room, people.
Read the room.
Please read the room.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
And that's on so many levels.
Yes.
Small. Right.
Yes.
Husband, wife, read the room.
Read the room, please.
2,000 people, read the room. Okay. So a Zoom call, read the room.
Literally read the room.
So that's a big thing there. So you guys, we got to take a pause because we just found out so much. We want to make sure that we're in rhythm and in balance. So you guys, we'll be right back after these messages.
Come on, y'all! We got some big news, Cleveland. Your favorite community radio station, WOVU 95.9 FM, is now on iHeartRadio. That's right. No matter where you are, you can stream the voice of the village anytime, anywhere. Get all your favorite shows, the hottest community conversations, and the music that moves the culture. Now just a tap away on iHeartRadio app. So whether you're at home, at work, or on the go, take WOVU with you. Search WOVU 95.9 FM on your iHeartRadio app. Because our voices matter 24/7, and so does the mission. WOVU 95.9 FM. Our voices united, mission driven 24/7. The voice of the community. A Burton Belcar community radio station.
All right, you guys, welcome back to Futureland365. It's Nikki B here and
Sam Walks.
See, I told you all that's her name. And we're back, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you because you could be anywhere, but you're listening to us and listening to this conversation. Sam, thank you for sharing and letting us in on who you are.
I love oversharing.
You're not oversharing. We're in a healthy sharing space.
All right.
This is good. Now, if we go over our time, that is
a whole nother thing. Okay.
Sam, I'm coming with you to therapy the next session.
Girl, come on. It's a time, I tell you.
So we were talking about that before we left. We were talking about mental health and how important that is. And when you're balanced and confident on the inside, it actually extends in everything else that you do, what you touch, the relationships you have. It affects your business or impacts your business positively when you're whole and healthy on the inside.
For sure.
I heard this before and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't like hearing it. But how you do anything is how you do everything. Yeah, I know, right?
I'm over here like,
how you do anything is how you do everything. Because I'm like, it's a hard truth. We were talking about being brutally honest. I'm like, and that was me today. I had to really like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not always completing tasks. I complete the majority of them. Okay, the Lord is calling me to be excellent, not good.
That part.
Excellent.
That part.
And that is a level of what we talked about before, is a level of sacrifice and research and time that you have to commit to in order to complete those things. And that's a hard, ugly truth about ourselves. So like, Sam, it's so tough. Hard. It plays on your mental, but you do have to be in a good mental health space.
For sure.
So I know that you talk about mental health and you really have this amazing community of curvy girls, right? So help us understand like how you keep that conversation and that movement going with being positive about your body, and also pouring into yourself to have that mental capacity, as you say. I don't have capacity for that. Having that knowledge. So,
and that was big for me, just to be able to like, you know what? I can't do this right now. And that's okay. One thing about me is that I love clothes. Whether I'm on the runway or not, I'm always going to be a fashion girl.
Sharp.
I'm going to be a fashion girl till the end of me.
She's casual, but she's cute and chic.
Yeah,
you know?
I like to be comfortable. I like to be chic. But when it's time to turn it up, we got some red carpet or something.
The bells
I'm
and
going to put my
and
pieces on.
Gowns.
That's why most people don't even recognize me. I say out of drag because I don't have on everything. I'm like, no, this is real me.
Sam, okay. What does your closet look like? Or do you have a storage? You got a storage space, don't you?
Okay,
I'm just to get too off track.
I'm gonna just be honest. I have 7 closets right now, and they're all full.
I know
They're all full.
I know it. And talking about some, I don't have nothing to wear. What? I said what?
I don't like being a repeat offender of. Listen, of one of a kind pieces.
I understand that. That's why I say, oh my goodness, because I know. I mean, I can mix and match. That's all good. That's fine. But I don't want to wear that again.
I literally looked at something yesterday like, I should just get rid of this, because if I wear this one more time, somebody gonna say something. But I remember a certain celebrity wore the same dress for like.
Is someone really gonna say something though? Anyway,
because who gonna check me? I'm wearing my clothes that I paid for. So I last year I've been trying to practice mindfulness as it comes to my budget and my finances. So I'm like,
kudos to you.
Wear what's in your closet. And that has sucked so bad, because I like to shop. That's my thing. That's part of my therapy, is doing something for myself. And I like clothes. And I'm like, I have to have clothes because I'm always somewhere. Right? But shopping in my closet has actually been really cool, because it's pushed me to be more creative and work on my styling skills some more. So, you know. Some days I love
versatility.
Because I'm like, I'm showing you I can wear the same skirt
10,000 like
a million
so
different
many ways. You could pull the skirt all the way.
But I still want to go shopping, so book me in 2026 so I can go shopping.
I love that. So going back to your community, so that sounds like those are some of the things that you guys talk about. Shopping your closet and being confident in that, right?
And I do a lot of closet sales. I do a lot of giveaways. I'll tell, certain groups on Facebook, hey, I'm cleaning out my closet again. And I have a couple of repeat customers, and they'll like DM me pictures like, hey, I wore the dress you sold me. I'm like, you look so good.
I love that.
So literally people watch my Facebook marketplace, because I always have a closet sale on there. So
do we need to create a store? An online store?
You always trying to make me do something. Like, oh my God.
That's what it sounds like.
Honey, I need something.
Yeah, but we need a team though.
I need a team. It's a team of one right now. I can only do so much. But that makes me feel good that something that no longer serves me can serve somebody else.
I love that.
And I don't even look at it like that until somebody says, I didn't have the confidence to wear this until I saw you. I saw you wear it.
Representation matters.
It does.
All shades, all sizes.
Everything. Bald head, scallywag. If you got a wig, you got a bust down, all of that. It all matters.
All the things, it all matters.
It does.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, girl, you look cute. I love that. Yeah. Again, I'm going back to the beginning how we started this conversation. You're such a light. Yeah.
You know, and I don't think you always know that.
Mm-hmm.
I think because sometimes there's internal things that happen.
Yeah.
That it tries to overshadow the light that you have in you. And it's so brilliant. It's so bright.
Thank you.
And I love that. And your community is reflecting it back to you and saying, I did not have the confidence to wear this until I seen you with it.
Yeah.
So imagine all the little girls' lives that you're impacting right now.
I know. And I never did anything to try to be impactful. And I feel like a lot of our best work is done when it's not done on purpose. But it's in purpose. But I'm not out here trying.
That's not the intention behind it.
That's not the intention.
It's really coming from my heart.
I just want to clean my closet. You know, that's real. I just want to clean my closet.
Right.
And then it's like, you know, I've been struggling with my body. I've been struggling with this, even with me being a coach and a mentor. You know, I have girls that are curvy. I have girls that are thin. And the curvy girls, I can't wear this. I don't look good in this. And I'm like, yes, you do. All you gotta do is a little nip tuck, switcheroo, girl. You got it. You know what I'm saying? And when I see the curvy girls, you look good. Like, I love throwing out compliments at people.
Such a girl's
girl. And it always catches people off guard. They're like, oh, you just made my day.
Yes.
So I love doing that because I'm like, we gotta recycle this kindness. Like, we have to be kind to people because you just don't know what somebody is holding on to.
Yeah.
And I think that's where my light comes from. It's years of darkness. And so, you know, once I kind of stumped that darkness as far down as I could, then my light was able to show.
Yeah.
But I also let people know there's still darkness lingering, but I don't let it reflect.
Yeah.
And if I do have those days, I'll tell everybody, hey, shut it down today. It's not a good day. And that just being that honest and being real, when people now are like, oh, you're not having a good day, I know how to act because you've told me how to treat you. That was one of my biggest lessons. You have to tell people how to treat you.
Yeah.
And once I started being more vocal about how I wanted to be treated, things started happening for me differently.
Yeah. That's so good.
Because, baby, if I'm on D&D, do not keep calling me. I'm restoring. I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to decompress, reset. I got 13 jobs. So if I'm on D&D, don't bother me. Okay?
She's probably at trivia night.
Listen.
On the red carpet.
I'm somewhere.
Hosting a fashion show.
I'm somewhere.
Teaching your kids.
I'm somewhere.
Yeah. Or the bands, right?
Or the band. I'm somewhere all the time. Yeah.
It's so important. And I'm glad that you shared that. And dang, this theme just keeps happening for me in these conversations that I'm having. It's community. That's really what it comes down to, is community. Yeah. I didn't realize the importance of it because I just felt like, oh, I'm always by myself, right? I'm going to be alone. I'm going to be, me and my sister were laughing. She was like, remember when you were just saying, I'm never going to have anyone and that's okay now. And now I have my community. I found my person, my tribe. Yeah. I heard this the other day too. And it says, there's this quote, it's actually at the Urban Winery up in Cleveland Heights. And it says, your vibe is your tribe. So once you vibe, your tribe is going to come to you. That frequency is going to come your way.
I just saw something that said that the other day, like, don't chase. Attract. And literally when I found my tribe, and this is literally within like the past 3 years, that I'm like, I fit here. I'm not trying to fit here.
Yeah, add value.
It just works.
Yeah, it just works.
So I'm very selective about who I share my vibe with, because, I mean, let's be honest, everybody's vibe is not the same.
No, it's not.
And I found my place.
And it can be volatile sometimes.
It can be. And sometimes I do find myself slipping backwards and doing things that I know that are not who I am now. So I'm grateful, because there are a lot of y'all that check me. And I appreciate that. Not everybody, but there are certain people that can check me. And as opposed to me going off or getting mad, I'm like, you know what? I received that. I'm still working on myself. So I can admit
it's a journey,
that I might have messed up. I might have did this, but I'm human. And I just allow myself to be that.
I love this compassion that you have for yourself.
Have to give myself,
because at one point,
oh my gosh, at one point I blamed myself for everything.
Guilty, shame,
I blame myself for climate control, okay? So I've gotten to the point now where I'm like, it's not my, I blame myself for everything for a really long time.
Yeah.
And that just, childhood, all that stuff.
I understand.
Y'all lucky we don't have enough time, baby. Y'all lucky.
Yeah.
But I can take all those things and say, no, that was not your fault. Yeah. You can only control what you can control. Right. And that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so good. This has been so good. I mean, I have more. I always have more questions, but we always talk naturally than me just speaking and talking topics, right? No, it's actually really having a conversation and making the connection here. So, Sam, what are some final words? I'll ask this, okay? What advice would you give to yourself 10 years ago?
Ooh. The biggest piece of advice I would give me 10 years ago is you have to walk in your truth and own it. Until you walk in your truth and you own it, you're not going to get to the places that you're trying to go. But once you connect with that, you're going to find yourself. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be some bumps in the road, but it's going to be amazing, girl. It's about to be so good.
Yeah.
And I'm still telling myself that even now, I still hit my head. I still do things that I'm just like, girl. But I realize I have to take those as lessons.
Yeah.
And next time do better.
Yeah.
So I'm like, 10 years ago, girl, and fix them eyebrows 10 years ago. They were a mess. Oh my gosh.
I didn't know anything about eyebrows. I was not feeling them in or anything.
Mine was a mess. But literally, just stay on the path, Sam. You good. Stay on the path, Sam. A little less on the a little less.
Just shade it. Don't fill it.
Don't color it.
Don't use a Sharpie. No, just shade it a bit. Out loud. It just
feather strokes. That's it.
Light. Oh my gosh, that's so good. And see, you all, this is her personality. Yeah. This is what she brings when she's a host, a moderator, whatever that event is, and she's that host. This is exactly what she's bringing. The dynamic personality, loving, brilliant, shining, awesome, and amazing Sam Walks.
Jeez.
So, and I'll give some of my key takeaways. Like, let's see what I wrote here, because I don't want to go off the top. Again, what I talked about is community, a community of mentors. Woo. Yes. Have a community of mentors, a wise counsel. That's what scripture tells us. And I didn't know that she was 5 years old writing, right? And something that this is my best takeaway right here. To always be childlike. Do not negate or get rid of your imagination, because there's something in that imagination that is going to blow your mind. Hold on to that. Always explore that imagination, right? Whatever idea or passion or thing that's on your heart, that thing is there for a reason. And whatever the Lord places there, he's going to have provision, and he's going to provide for that thing. So
amen,
that's my key takeaway there. This has been an amazing conversation. We laughed. We almost cried if I would have took it there, but I was like,
not today.
Not today. We're joyous today.
Yes, okay? Absolutely. Look, we will have our moment, I'm sure. But yes,
there's going to be another conversation. Maybe not on this platform, but we'll have our real real conversation.
Real.
Yeah,
There we go.
real conversation. Yeah. So you guys, this was an amazing conversation. Sam Walks, the owner and creator of Curvy Confident and Nervous. You do not have to be nervous. You can be confident, but it's okay if you are nervous. Just keep going. Don't stop. All right, you guys. Well, that's it. That's all. Nikki B here, right here on Futureland365, WOVU 95.9. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.